I'm back, I'm Gertie Rude, back again, and I'm in a brilliant mood. Well, hello, Vootoothers. Here I am in deepest, darkest Sussex. Yes, I am. Suck eggs. Oh, that reminds me. Was it the duck's arse of suck eggs? He's in court again today, isn't he? Yes, he is. What's his name? I don't know. Barry, Bazza? Yes, he's in court where he should be. I'm surprised it's taken him this long to get him in court, aren't you, Vootoothers? Yes, he should have been in court bleeding years ago, shouldn't he? Yes, should have been put in the Tower of London. That's what I say, Vootoothers, and I don't care who knows it. No, I don't. What a bleeding cheek he's got. Anyway, like they say here, the Duke of Delusion, Prince Harry swaggered into court because he does rather. He should wear a codpiece, shouldn't he, Vootoothers? I've noticed that. He's always thrusting it in our faces, isn't he? Yes, his whole nether regions. He's very proud of them, you know, VooTube. Yes! Don't know why. Anyway, so here we have this rather delectable lady from Sky News Australia, and she's going to tell us all about his embarrassing day in court, which just embarrassing day, really, shouldn't it? Really, it doesn't matter where he is. I'd be embarrassed, wouldn't you? So here we go, VooTube. Come on, darling. Tell us, what's he bleeding gone and done now?
Is on a one-man mission to fix the British press.
Right.
In his lawsuit against Mirror Group newspapers, he has said exactly this. He said both the British media and the British government are at rock bottom.
Oh.
But Prince Harry himself has faced 5 punishing and bruising hours of cross-examination, some moments with
she's rather beautiful, isn't she? Bless her. Lovely young girl. Yes, but you see, the thing is, darling, she's just reporting it. Not got beef with her. But the thing is, we're being invited to feel a bit sorry for him because he's been in there for a punishing and bruising 5 hours of his own bleeding making, VooToothers. Yes, bless her. She's just got to report it, hasn't she? But I mean, who put himself there? I think you'll find it was himself. To be fair, I watched him go into court, and he's a narcissist. They love attention. They love it. He was revelling in it. You know, anyone would have thought he was Mick Bleeding Jagger. Something or other. Come on, darling.
For him. Yes. Joining me now to get the latest from London is GB News host Patrick Christie's. Patrick, thank you very much for joining us to talk about the most high-profile global court case at the moment. Look, first fill us in on what the key highlights were for Prince Harry's...
Well, the key highlights was that he actually managed to get there, my dear, and he seemed to be rather what one might call sober, which... that is a highlight in and of itself, isn't it, VooToothers? Come on, darling.
First day in court, and we're about an hour away now from him turning up for his
reporting
second
on
day.
Bazza.
Well, it was more like the lowlights for Prince Harry, let me tell you. It was a bad day for the Duke of Delusion, who swaggered into court initially for the paparazzi and for the cameras, and that was all great.
Dear.
But this case centres around Harry having to prove on the balance of probabilities that Mirror Group newspapers obtained information about him through illicit means and through phone hacking, and that it caused him distress.
Right.
We were treated initially to a 22,000-word opening statement from Prince Harry, a witness statement. That was where he put his side across. That was his day in court. But that, I'm afraid, is about as good as it got for Harry.
He loves it. Well, BS, he's loving it. Look at him. Hello, it's me, it's Bazza. I got rid of Woko. Yeah, I'm here on my own. I'm Bazza, king of the world. Yes, I am. I'm here to save you all. Yes, I am the new Messiah. I hate the bleeding media, but anyway, there they are. Smile for the media. Hello, everybody. It's me, Baldy Barry. Oh, anyway, you know what's going to happen, don't you? I mean, it's as obvious as a big fat nose on a big fat face. What's going to happen here, VooToothers? I just know it. I feels it in my waters, I do, VooToothers, because here we have, let me think, Baldy Barry, what is the son of the king? Isn't he? Well, he is, isn't he? And he is, in effect, sitting in his dad's courtroom, isn't he, VooToothers? So where do we think this is going to go? Hands up, troops. Anybody? Hands up. Because I think he's hiding behind his father's kilt, don't you? Yeah, I do. I can't help myself but think that, VooTube. I can't. Because it's obvious he's hiding behind his father's kilt. Because why is he? Look at me, I'm Baldy Barry, my dad's the king. And I'm having you lot in court. Yes, I am, I don't care. Yes, I'm married to Woko. Oh, I'm going to create a whole new world. I'd like to teach the world to sing. And all that old tosh. He's going to change it, like I said before. One court case at a time, Vootoo-foos. I'm a gog of you. I bet you're sat on the edge of your chair, aren't you, Vootoo-foos? Well, I'm telling you where this court case is going to go. It's only going to go one way. And I'll tell you why, because it's bleeding royal. Yes, like it or not. It's the way of the world, isn't it? He's sat in his dad's court bleeding room. Well, the judge ain't going to go against the bleeding king. And it's like they say, he's got 33 charges. And, I mean, he only has to prove one of them right to win the case. Yes, because most of them are what one might call very tenuous, aren't they? And to be fair, most of them he can't even remember. Yes, I can't quite remember is what he says. Yes. So, if you think, what was it, 1890? So that was 133 years ago, is it? Am I right? Numerically, I'm stunted for two-thirds when it comes to numerals, but I think it was 133 years ago. They had a similar thing, didn't they, going on? Yes, I remember it well. I do. Do you remember it? The Tranby Croft scandal, it was called. Yes, it was. Yes. Well, here, don't tell anyone I've told you. But from what I remember, no, don't quote me on it. Apparently, the then Prince of Wales, which was your Edward VII, so that would have been his granddad's granddad, wouldn't it, really? It would have been, wouldn't it? Would it have been his granddad's granddad's dad? Something like that. Yes! He got himself put in court, didn't he, in Victorian times? Yes, he did. 1890 was a scandal, broke. And then he took him in court in June, funnily enough, of 1891. He did. He didn't care. He was straight up there. He was like being shoot off a shovel, he was. He was like a ferret up a shithouse drain, Vootoo first to get to court, he was. So, yeah, they had a bit of a scandal going on because they all used to hang around together. I think they were swingers. They used to have swinging parties of a weekend. You know, when you put, well, I don't know. I don't think you'd know either. But I'm given to believe that what they used to do is put keys in a pot in the middle of the table and then pick out the keys and then do bonkies or something or other. Oh, no, hang on a minute. That was the 60s, wasn't it? So anyway, it was something like that. They were all partner swapping and one thing and another. They used to love all that, the Victorians. They did, yeah, especially the knobs, the upper class people. The further you went up, the more depraved they were, Vootoo-foos. They didn't care. So they were up there, and they were up this place called Tranby Croft, and they were playing a game called Baccarat. Yes, stick with me on this, Vootoo-foos, because this is enthralling. But you see, this Baccarat is a card game that was more given to chance than any skill, you see. And for that reason, and that reason I'm given to believe alone, it was illegal, Vootoo-foos. Yes, it was illegal. You weren't allowed to play Baccarat. But look at me. Oh, well, shocked. I'm absolutely, astounded I am. I'm astounded. They were playing Baccarat and it was illegal. Yeah, at this party with the Duke and what's his name. And, wow, there was a whole load of them. There was the Prince of Wales, as I say, went on to be Edward VII. So Queen Victoria's oldest son, really, in effect. Well, not even in effect, in actuality, actually. And he was there, and he was with all his courtiers, like he used to. Like they all do. They're like flies to shit, a lot of them people, aren't they? They love hanging around with the knobs, don't they? They think it gives them a special sort of varnish, which I think it does. And there was a guy there called Sir William Gordon Cummings, who was a lieutenant colonel, I'm given to believe, in the Scots Guards, which was a bit double-handed. Well, it wasn't double-handed for him. No, because you see, the problem was the colonel-in-chief of the Scots Guards was none other than Edward VII's younger brother, the Duke of Connaught. Yes! So as you will see, it didn't end well. Anyway, there they were at this house party. We just say it was house party. It's probably an orgy, but it was house party. And at some point, they started to play this game, what was illegal. So if you can imagine, it might be a bit like nowadays. Supposing we found out that William and Kate were at a bear baiting party. Yes, or they were somewhere and they were doing dog fighting, which is illegal. Yeah, that would be the main story. Yes, it would, wouldn't it? No, not in the Victorian times. The fact that they were playing a game that was illegal didn't matter. Because what happened was they found out, or they thought, or they supposed it, that this Sir William Gordon Cummings, the Lieutenant Colonel, what is in the Scots Guards, with the Colonel-in-Chief, what was Edward VII's youngest brother, the Duke of Connaught. Capiche, you with me? That one. Yeah, apparently he was cheating. He was cheating, playing an illegal game that none of them were supposed to be playing. No! So anyway, one thing led to another. It's a whole load of old nonsense, really. Much ado about nothing. And they went to court. somebody took him to court. I think it was him took him to court for slander because he wasn't cheating or something or other. I mean, there was a lot more to it than that, as you can imagine. And yeah, it went. But you see, this Sir William Gordon Cummings, he presented himself very well in court, you see. But when they called Edward VII, the then Prince of Wales, he didn't cover himself in glory, you see, as a witness. No, he didn't. But oddly enough, I know you're probably going to faint with shock. The court found in Edward VII's favour, even though he was obviously didn't know what he was talking about. He was a lad of old tosh, really. And it ruined Sir William Gordon Cummings' life. It did. From then, that day, until the day he died in 1930 or 1931, it's okay, I can't remember. He was persona non grata. Yes, he was. He wasn't allowed in polite society. No, just because he was accused of doing something that history is actually pretty certain he didn't do. But the court, because it was, well, Edward VII's mum owned the bleeding court, didn't she? It was the Queen's Court, wasn't it, at the time, Queen Victoria? So you can't really take a royal to court without the court finding for the royal. I arrest my case. Anyway, I arrest it. I should be arrested. But what I say is I'll rest my case. Because I think this Lloyd's going to walk out. Because that judge is actually running the place on behalf of the king. And this Lloyd there is the king's son, which he knows he's going to get an easy ride. And so is Woko when he goes home. Yes, he's had endless narcissistic supply. He'll need to offload, won't he, VooTooFers? He's been on the front of all the papers, and all the headlines are about him, and all the media talking heads are talking about him. And to make it even worse, well, make it even better for him, really, even your old Gertie Rood's talking about him. So his narcissism's going to be off the scale, isn't it, VooTooFers? Yeah, he'll walk out. He'll find one point, no matter how tenuous, is, what is it, barrister? You know, is it the litigant? I don't know, because, do you know what? I don't care. But whoever it is will find one point and he'll win, and that'll be it, you know. And Mirror Group newspapers would be bleeding ruined. There you go. Predictions. I'm like Mystic Meg. Come on then, what happened next?
About the truth,
yes,
not his truth. And it's about facts, and the facts were about as thin on the ground as his hair.
Right.
Barristers gave him an absolute kicking. They spanked him on 3 key points.
But you see, spanking he probably rather enjoyed, didn't he, dear? This is the problem. Yes, but you see, Bazza, he don't like the media, you see. Can you see all the media there? He don't like the media, VooTooFers. No, he doesn't. That's why Archwell Production Company produces documentaries and shit for the media. But he don't like the media, does he, VooTooFers? And that's why he's always calling backwards, isn't he? Or his missus Woko. Yes, and that's why both him and Woko use the media to ruin her dad. Yes, you see. But the problem is, VooTooFers, as we shall see, and we all know, he don't like the media. So we're in a sort of, I don't know what it is. It's, wow, a cul-de-sac, aren't we, really? There's no way out. We're going round and round and round in circles like a bleeding hamster. Come on, Bazza.
This is vital, okay?
Bye.
But he didn't actually read many of the articles which he has complained about at the time of
He didn't need to read them. He's Bazza. He's King of the World, didn't he? He's like psychic or something.
Yeah. And therefore, that means that could not have caused him personal distress. They also argued that much of the information was already in the public domain, i.e.
But that don't matter. You see, it don't matter because you see, his feels were a bit earty, so therefore, you got to go to court, yeah, because you're Bazza.
It's been published by other news outlets before the Mirror then reran the story. Therefore, how can he prove that they obtained that information?
Am I right, or did they just literally drive round the corner? Oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive. Bleeding idiot. Anyway, I'll leave you. Bye-bye. I'll leave you for now. I'll let you get some peace. Bye-bye, VooTooFers. Love ya.